5 years ago, if a 32-year-old walked into my clinic with rectal bleeding, we'd blame hemorrhoids and send them home. Today, that exact same patient has a 1 in 4 chance of already having stage 3 colorectal cancer. This is not fear-mongering. This is happening right now in every major country on earth. And if you're under 45, you need to hear every word of what I'm about to say. I'm a practicing oncologist, and what I've watched unfold over the last decade is the most disturbing trend I've ever seen in medicine. Cancers that used to belong to grandparents are now killing people in their 20s and 30s at rates we have never seen before. Let's look at the numbers so you can see I'm not exaggerating. Colorectal cancer in people under 50, rising about 2% every single year since the mid-1990s. It is now the #1 cancer killer in American men under 50 and #2 in women. 1 in every 5 new colorectal cancers is diagnosed in someone under 55. Appendiceal cancer in young adults, exploding 15% per year. Pancreatic, gastric, endometrial, same story. And it isn't just the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea. At least 17 high-income countries are all showing the exact same terrifying curves. I want you to meet 2 patients I'll never forget. First, 29-year-old fitness instructor, bright red blood every time he wiped for 6 straight months. Doctor said, classic internal hemorrhoids. You're fine. He finally demanded a scope at 30. Stage 4, liver full of Mets. Second, 34-year-old teacher, unexplained iron deficiency. Doctor said, probably your periods. 1 year later, pancreatic cancer. These aren't rare stories anymore. These are Tuesday mornings in tumor board. So let me give you the symptoms that are being ignored right now in 2025. If you're under 45 and you have any of these for more than 3 to 4 weeks, you demand a workup. Rectal bleeding, even once, even bright red, even if you're 100% sure it's hemorrhoids. Unexplained iron deficiency anemia, especially men or postmenopausal women. Abdominal pain plus unintentional weight loss. A persistent change in bowel habits. Narrower stools, diarrhea alternating with constipation, that feeling like you never fully empty your bowels, non-healing mouth ulcers or strange patches in your mouth. Oral cancer is exploding in young non-smokers too. Write those down. Screenshot this. Send it to your group chat. Now the million-dollar question. Why is this happening? We don't have one single villain, but the suspects are piling up fast. Ultra-processed foods loaded with emulsifiers and zero fiber. Childhood obesity turning into adult metabolic disaster. Gut microbiomes wrecked by antibiotics, C-sections, formula feeding. Microplastics and forever chemicals now found in nearly all human blood. A generation that's been sedentary since kindergarten. And here's the scariest part. A major paper in 2024 showed these young-onset cancers are biologically different. More aggressive, more rectal tumors, different genetics. This isn't your grandma's colon cancer showing up a little early. This is a brand new monster. Screening guidelines? Broken. They tell us to start colonoscopy at 45. Reality, 1 in 10 new colorectal cancers is already under 45 and climbing. Some of us are now telling 35 to 39-year-olds with red flags, just get the scope. You're too young for cancer is medical malpractice in 2025. So here's what you do today. Patience. Track your symptoms. Write them down. Bring a list. If you have 2 red flags, push for a colonoscopy. Do not take no for an answer. Doctors, lower your threshold. Stop blaming everything on IBS and stress. Scope early. The cancer is already there by the time symptoms show up. We are in the middle of the biggest shift in cancer patterns in 100 years, and most of the world is still asleep at the wheel. If we wait another decade to admit this is real, we lose an entire generation in their prime. Share this video with every single person you know under 45. Drop I'm not ignoring symptoms in 2025 in the comments if you're with me. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, because next week I'm dropping the exact lifestyle protocol that actually lowers your risk, backed by the latest data. Stay vigilant. I'll see you in the next one.